Should you connect your Instagram to your Bumble profile? Not so much. I've got 6 reasons why you shouldn't coming up next. What's good, everyone? Mario here. In this video, I want to share with you 6 reasons why you should not be connecting your Instagram to your Bumble profile. All right, 6 great reasons helping you win more and lose less. But before we get into them, let me remind you that if you're not fully satisfied with your current love life, I invite you to join my free Love Life Academy to receive video lessons, participate in weekly group calls. We have a free Facebook group, and we have all sorts of great resources available to our members. So if you're serious about leveling up your love life, check out the link in the description below. All right, so let's get into these reasons. All right, the first one being that it just increases risk. I want you to think about it with your online dating profile. You should be carefully selecting your pictures and your written content because you basically want to minimize the risks of someone rejecting you or making a mistake, right? So adding your whole Instagram, which you were definitely not very calculated about, that increases your risks of someone seeing something that you don't like, you oversharing. And the truth is, you don't actually need it, which is point number 2. It's not necessary for you to connect your Instagram. People have more than enough information. Trust me. Here's a way for you to kind of understand that. People often ask me, how many pictures do I need for my online dating profile? Do I need 3, 5, 7, more, 10? Who knows? And the real answer is actually just one, because you need one picture that people can see it and be like, okay, I'm interested. And that's it. Now, I don't encourage that, but truly you just need one to get the ball rolling. So here's the thing. When you add, the Instagram, it's not necessary. You already have multiple pictures. You already have the opportunity with written content. You don't need to connect your Instagram. It's not necessary. So flat out, you don't have to do it. It's not necessary for someone to be interested in you. And if it's not necessary and it lowers your risk, then you need to be avoiding it, right? Okay. Third reason, I want you to think about it like this. If you were going into a job interview, would you give them your social media? Would you give them your Instagram to review and be like, hey, here's my resume. And by the way, also, here's my Instagram handle. Check me out. You probably wouldn't, because there's probably something on your Instagram you're like, I don't want my boss seeing that, or my future employer seeing that. Here's the thing. You need to look at your online dating profile as basically your online dating resume. You're basically handing it out. Here's my online dating profile. Take a look at it. See if you're interested. And it's the same story. All right. If it wouldn't be good enough for your job employer because you got something stupid on it, or it's just not as calculated and managed as a real resume or your online dating resume, then you need to realize that there are some issues there that could backfire. You might not know when they backfire even. So you might not even know about the opportunities that you miss out on, but you have to agree with me that yeah, your Instagram just isn't as managed and calculated as your online dating profile. I get that, but that's one of the reasons I don't encourage you to connect it. All right. Fourth, this connecting your Instagram to your online dating profile, your Bumble, it reduces the incentive for someone to message you, because why would somebody want to message you? Because they're curious, because they want to know more. But if they have an opportunity to pique their curiosity and look into your Instagram, if they have the opportunity to learn more about you without even bothering to message you, to have you share it with them for yourself in your own words and not let them kind of jump to whatever conclusions they come to from looking at your Instagram, well, there's an opportunity lost, because you're reducing their incentive to message you or respond to you, because they're just like, well, fuck it. I can just look at the Instagram and get whatever I need to know, whether that's right or wrong, who knows? But in many cases, they can be misinformed. They can take something out of context, or they can just make some assumptions that may or may not be true. In either case, I think you can just understand that it would be much better for you if you had the opportunity to yourself present yourself as you would like to be perceived. So you would like the opportunity to start with a good impression of how you would interact with somebody, but you're not getting that when you have someone who can just go straight to your Instagram and stalk you, for better or worse. All right. Now, the fifth reason that I want to share with you is that it reduces mystery. All right. Now, mystery is something that is attractive to both men and women. So we don't want to feel like we've got somebody to figure it out too soon, because it really, what's the point of that? It's like going and paying for a movie that you know how it ends. All right, you're not as interested. Part of the reason you want to go to the movies is because you don't want it to get spoiled, you don't want to hear the ending, and you want to experience it for yourself. Well, with online dating, what you need to understand is that whether you're male or female, we all appreciate the element of mystery, of discovering for ourselves, because it's almost like it's rewarding for us to find out things about someone else. So when you take that away, it's the same thing as like receiving free candy. Free candy is great, but it doesn't taste as good as candy that you kind of had to earn, like you had to pay for as a kid. Speaking as a kid, as an adult, you take free candy. I get that. But when you're a kid, some candy that you earned, it just tastes that much better, right? So something to think about. That mystery tastes good in the online dating experience, all right? And last, 6, I want you to understand that the risk outweighs the reward here. All right. The risk of someone making a false assumption, the risk of somebody taking a joke that you wrote out in a caption on Instagram or one of your comments in the wrong way. They don't know your sarcasm, they don't know your dark humor, or they don't know that this was actually not the post that's really representative of you. Who knows, whatever it is. The risk really outweighs the reward. They might look at you and just be like, oh my God, that's way too many selfies. Like that person must be so self absorbed. Are you self absorbed? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But there are a lot of people out there taking a lot of selfies all over their Instagram. That doesn't mean that they are terrible people, self absorbed, or, egotistical, whatever, narcissists. That doesn't mean that's the case. There's so many good people out there. So we can't jump to conclusions too soon. And we can't allow people to jump to conclusions too soon. We always want to be in charge of the foot that we're placing forward. So the risk really does outweigh the reward. What I feel is you can get the ball rolling with your online dating profile without the Instagram going. It's a much better strategy and one in which you have more control over the path of. So definitely not a fan at all of those who are connecting their Instagram to their online dating profiles like Bumble. So be careful, avoid it, and don't do it is my advice. All right. So if you have thoughts about this, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you all. And as always, if you want better, you got to become better. So see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you appreciated the content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you're ready to level up your love life, take 30 seconds to visit my website right now. Join my free academy. I'll send you exclusive content and invitations to participate in my online group conference calls. And if you're ready for serious change, sign up for a free barrier breakthrough phone call with me.